Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. Well, here we back again. We're going to do a recap on the Kardashians. Again, we hope that your evening is going well. We hope you had a great day at work, whether you go out to work or whether you work home. Either way, the paychecks are paychecks. We hope that you're having a great day and that you're enjoying this weather as it turned from spring to summer. Here a little, there a little, it's coming. Get ready. It looked like it's going to be a scorcher, but it is every year, isn't it?
Yes.
So with that being said, let's get on to it. The Kardashians. Let's see. Go for it.
Can you believe it's only episode 2?
I know. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I felt like there was a couple more. I felt like we've seen more than that. But that just shows you how much they are putting in an episode. Mm-hmm. So, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this episode, they were talking about, oh, yes, we picked up off of Kimberly talking about Ye. And how she feels
and remember,
like it's not
all of this is past tense.
Yes.
Past tense. This is months ago. This is about what, 6-8 months ago.
Yes.
This is past.
They was talking about Pete Davidson was
so
going to be launched into space.
Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in it. They just look at it as a fill-in, as a buffer to what happened back then.
Yes.
Okay, so this ain't happening now. If you look at it, you can start thinking like, oh my God. And this is old. This is not happening. Repeat. Warning. Don't get caught up in it because it's old. Okay?
Yes. I find it very interesting that Kim said that she does not let any of her kids use social media, and she only allows them to watch Apple TV, which is a streaming program. So that means
so is TikTok on Apple?
No.
Well, then how do they get on Apple TV? How do they do TikTok then? That's social media.
Yes, whenever their mom is with them, she lets them get on TikTok because she wants to filter the news and media and keep the kids from hearing about what is being said.
Well, like I'm like Chris. Chris said you really can't shelter them, but she said to Kim, okay. You want to believe that you can shelter them? Shelter them from what? From what? From what are we sheltering them from? That you got, this is old. So back in that day, your husband didn't want a divorce. You started dating Pete Davidson and you flaunted it. He got mad. It got sticky. Things got ugly. You got everything you wanted in the divorce from what we could tell. I don't understand. If he's talking, you know he's talking from hurt. He's talking from bitterness. That's where he's talking from. That's what he's coming from.
Yep.
You didn't want him. This is before Censori. He was out there dating a whole lot of other women.
Yes.
So you got to put everything in his perspective. And then the perspective is, yes, you say you don't want to talk about him, but you talk about him. I'm going to tell you, when you don't want to talk about somebody, guess what? You don't even mention their name. Hey, Mama Bear. She's sitting on my lap. Hey.
Yes. And I find that very interesting because Kimberly did mention that she feels like this Kanye is not the Ye that she knew, and she feels like he's just a different state
And how
of
you
mind.
think he feel? He feel like this Kimberly is not the Kimberly I married. She tried to get me arrested. She tried to get me broke. She turned on me. She worked against me with these people. She did, her and her mother. The only thing he blamed is her and Kim. And Kim, one of the pet peeves that Kim have is through our whole marriage, he claimed that I had an affair with Drake.
Yes.
From what I heard, Drake had an affair with your mama. No, that's what I heard, allegedly.
Listen, apparently
that wouldn't shock me.
The Kardashians are known to pass around the men that they sleep with. So.
Okay, because you know it's questionable about Scott and Khloe.
Yes.
It's always been questionable. You know? I mean, Scott is a good-looking man, but onward and forward. You know?
So Kim had went to Milan, Italy with Kendall because Kendall was going to be in the Dolce & Gabbana, no, in the Prada
Prada,
line.
everything Prada.
Yes. And while she was there, she was sporting only Prada, and she was wearing a really baggy outfit that did
I just
not
think
fit
it
her.
drowned her out. I don't know why she thinks that outfits look good on her. I like the concept, but
Yes.
she's 5'3". She's too short and look dumpy. She just looked like a bobblehead. And I'm not even saying it just to make fun. I'm just don't know. Like everybody can't wear everything. You know, it just she just looked dumpy and short, and it looked like the whole suit just swallowed her up.
Yes, it honestly did. But Kendall rocked the Prada walk, and she did that.
She did. Yes.
Yes, that was nice to see.
But do you think that I'm just talking negative about Kimberly? Because I'm really not trying to do that.
No.
I just think the outfit it just swallows her up. Like she looked better in form-fitting things.
Yes, she really does for her statue.
Yeah, and all this baggy, man, it don't look good on her unless you're going to wear some baggy jeans and a nice top. That's just my opinion. What do I know? I think I can dress.
So Scott had visited Khloe and Kim Kardashian to have a little talk with them. He was apparently sick because he was coughing.
Yes.
But they had an interesting conversation because Kim Kardashian was talking about how she reads the comments because she always wants to know what the media and what people are receiving their content and stuff like that. And Khloe was basically on the opposite, saying that she doesn't want to because it just makes her feel, kind of.
Let me ask you this. When he asked them the question, did they want to continue with the show? What was their answer?
It was only first Kim answered the question solely saying, yeah, we love the cameras. We would love to stay in the media or something along that lines. But she did say we love the camera.
Okay.
Yes. And she was just talking about how.
And what did Khloe say?
Khloe basically agreed, in silence. Because when he asked both of them, it was Kim that answered it and started talking about how they started off in their 20s sharing their lives and now they're different in their mothers. And
they just so unrelatable though. When you look at them as a fantasy.
Yes,
you look at them and saying, wow, look what we've done. We made them so big. They are now a fantasy. They're not just the Kardashians whose father is a lawyer now.
That is true.
No, they are the
empire.
Kardashian. They are the K's. Their name hold weight. I heard that Ray J, this is how powerful their name is. I don't know how true this is. Allegedly, I heard that Ray J couldn't even get a lawyer to take and fight them because no lawyer would touch the case. Because that's how powerful that they are. Nobody wants to deal with that.
Yes.
So look at all the things and all the crooked things that the mother does and Kimberly does that we are aware of. And they get away with it.
Yes.
Look at the scheming things she does. I mean, just think about it. Yes, she has to pay back. She has to get back. And God knows what is going on with that thing with Britney Spears and the 6 million.
Oh, my God.
So, there's a lot of things. And about the church that they have, that they pay $1,000 a month. I'm just saying.
Yes, but
they're laundering money.
We did get a little insight about how Kim and Khloe feel about sharing their private life, or at least the relationships, because Kim said that Ye does not want to film, so now we know.
We already know he doesn't want to film.
Yep, and Pete was only on as comfortable as he would like to be on the show.
At the time when they were together.
Yes, and they don't want to bring every man that they start a relationship with and just bring them into the light.
But they do. They don't want to, but they do it anyway.
Right. And that they just feel like they need people that can understand and are okay with that kind of lifestyle. As you keep saying, that's the kind of man that's Kimberly is going to need, is somebody that's
until she is never going to find Mr. Right until she give up the camera. Kimberly is in love with the camera.
Oh, yes, she
Now,
is.
let me say this. When they were in the car, somebody made a statement, and Khloe said the only way it'll stop
Yes.
What did she say?
If we stop.
If we stop. We ain't, this being bothered and all of this, it ain't gonna go away until we go away. And when she said it, they know deep inside, they know that they wrestling with this.
Yes.
Kimberly don't want to deal with it. Because Kimberly wants this, I think, far more than anybody.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I don't even see the mother in it like that anymore.
Yes.
Kimberly wants this. Kimberly wants it. I don't think Chloe wants it. I think they want it, but not like Kimberly wants it.
Right. So Chloe got her tumor removed, her melanoma removed. It was much bigger than what was expected.
She said,
And she was just glad that it's gone, but she's not sure if they're going to have to go in for a second surgery because they're not sure if it's migrated.
I thought they said that she got the test back and it said it was done.
No, she's not. They might have to do a second surgery.
Yeah, but okay, we'll agree to disagree on this.
Okay.
I thought that I heard that they said that she got the results and that was it. They didn't have to go in. They got everything.
Oh no, they're not sure if they got everything.
Well, that's just okay, Charles.
Okay, Harvey. So, oh yes, Kylie flew to Milan, Italy again. Man, the Kardashians love Milan because apparently Kourtney got married in Milan, Italy as well.
It was beautiful.
It was.
I finally saw the wedding. It was so
Their
beautiful.
love is just so
intoxicating.
endearing. I love it.
Intoxicating.
So Kylie went there, made her own little foundation. She said that she loves the beauty process. And what really stood out to me and shows the very wealth that they have. She was like, I got to live my dream as a young mother, and now I get to go out and work and do my dream. And I'm just like, that's great. You get to give your children off to nannies to watch over your child as you fly over to Italy and make makeup for your products.
I just thought that Milan is beautiful. I just found it was absolutely breathtaking. It really was. It really, really was.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful.
It was
over
absolutely beautiful.
Ooh, yeah, Scott's accident. We
But
heard about
I
that.
remember that. I had already did a reading on that. But never, like I said, the stuff is old. But nevertheless,
It was just sad.
But it was insured. I'm sure he'll get another one. Whatever it was one of them $100,000 cars or more.
Right. I'm just glad.
I like Scott.
Yeah, Scott.
But he just seemed awkward in the show.
He really does, because what is his place in the show?
Other than being with his daughter, I love the fact that he said his daughter came down and wiped his face. I wonder, do he live near them? Do he live on the compound, near the compound?
Must be.
I don't know because of when he said his daughter came down.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yes. Well, Kourtney had a little conversation talking about how she's done with competing with Kim Kardashian. However, she's not really sure if Kim's finished competing with her. And if that's truly the case, then that means Kourtney has already won in this competition.
Right. If I say to you, I'm done. In my mind, I settle it. I'm no longer going to compete. I don't care. Do you? And you're still competing against me.
Yes.
I won. Why? Because I put down the gauntlet. It's no war. That's her fighting with herself.
Yes.
I don't see her. I don't hear her. And one of the things that is clear for the last two episodes, right?
Yes.
You have not seen Kourtney with them.
That is very true.
So I'm curious to see how this is going to play out.
Yes. And Kourtney was talking about how she's finally was starting to release her new product, Lemmy, which we already knew about.
Because it's already out, as you know. So this
Yes.
is old, so you know her stuff is out and doing wonderful.
Yes. And she was saying how she was taking her own time to make her own product and didn't want to rush to have a business just because the rest of her sisters were pressuring her and saying she wasn't contributing anything. So that's just really Kourtney just standing out for herself and speaking up against her family. And then lastly, we had Kim pick out 80 looks for the Dolce & Gabbana Fashion Week show. Her theme is between 2000 and 2010, and she's enjoying being the creative director. However, somebody said that she was a pop star.
Yeah, they called her a pop star. She's not a pop star.
No.
Taylor Swift would be a
Pop
pop
star.
star. She's a reality star.
Yeah.
She's famous for being famous.
I know pop can be short for pop culture, but I
Or
don't
pop, yeah, she could be a pop culture sensation, but she's not. She is a superstar. She
Yes,
is.
I'll take a
But she's
superstar.
a star for being famous for just because her family was so needed at a time.
Yes.
It was so wonderful at a time. It was so refreshing to see these white women dating black men. This stuff wasn't like that on TV.
Okay.
You know, this was, they came in with some new stuff, you know, and you seen how Kim got to the top, and we watched it to watch the way they dressed, how they were, just how they were as a family. They were just a regular family with a little bit of money, and I'm not saying a little bit of money, but they weren't mega rich. They was like your average somebody, you know.
Right, yeah.
You know, and now they have gotten to the point where they got their own jets and they live on a compound. They're just unidentified. As a matter of fact, the people who they used to be, they no longer associate with those people.
No.
Their looks changed.
Camera's getting ready to die.
And they die. I mean, they changed, and their looks changed along with it.
Yes, it did.
They all changed. None of them are the same. The only thing I'll say is Courtney is the one say, I'm going for happiness.
Yes.
I will not work myself to death.
That is very
true. With that
true.
being said, that's all we got to say about this. What do you think?
Yeah. I like
thought
this
it was
episode.
good. I thought it was a very good episode.
I'm enjoying
I
the
hope you enjoyed
Kardashians.
this recap. It wasn't over the top, but it was interesting nevertheless.
Yeah.
So with that being said, please join us again.
Yes, on the Kardashians that air at 12 a.m. midnight on Thursdays.
And see my little poo.
Hi, baby.
Right? Her name is Sky. And she was sitting here the whole time. This is my little baby, and I have a little black one too.
Yes.
So with that being said, thank you for joining us, our little munchkins, our little crones, and our little sunflower seeds. Please join us. Don't forget to thumb us up. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
All your subscriptions, your thumbs up, your comments, they mean so much to us. And we thank you. We can't thank you enough.
No, we
so
cannot.
we thank you. So please keep subscribing and please keep thumbing us up. And tell others about us.
Yes.
We appreciate it all. And with that being said, you have a wonderful evening. Until we meet again. Sunflowers.